Alright guys, sorry about the long delay. Long story short, a lot of stuff has happened in the past few days, but you guys are my loyal viewers, so I had to get this out to you. Couldn't delay it any further. So, without further ado, I present to you guys my review on Abigail. So, before I get into this, I have always loved vampire flicks, right? You have your Twilights. You have your, some of the greatest vampire films of all time, I've always loved them. I feel like there's been a trend the past few years that isn't very positive, and it hasn't really painted vampire movies in the best light, per se. And that trend is studios coming out with vampire flicks that are below average. And what I'm talking about is, there was Voyage of the Demeter was below average. Okay, there was The Invitation, which was a generic vampire film. I feel like every time a studio tries to make a vampire film, it is extremely underwhelming. There's not been a good vampire film I can remember since Twilight. And I might be wrong. I don't know. But with all that being said, Abigail. My God, you guys. I was excited for this. Heard all the buzz at the film festivals, the CinemaCons, the Fantastic Fest. Heard all the buzz about it. Great cast. It's bloody, it's gory, it's brutal. It's exactly what you want in a vampire film. And my God, you guys, the hype around this film does not do it any justice. This film, when I tell you definitively, two bold predictions for this year for you guys already. Number one, this is the best horror film of this year so far for me. Okay? So far. Number two, this film right here brings back the vampire movie genre. I know it's bold claim. I know it is. But let me explain. Okay? So, we're going to get into this. Can't wait to be. I've been waiting forever to talk about this. So, here we go. Okay? Abigail tells the story of a little girl who's a ballerina, right? And you have these gang of people who team up to kidnap her to get money, right? It's kind of like a ransom type of plot, right? You have Melissa Barrera, Catherine Newton, Angus Cloud, Giancarlo Esposito, and I'm not even scratching the surface of the cast in this film. The cast in this film is one of the best I've seen in a horror movie in a minute, my God. My God. I also want to say that the people behind this are Radio Silence. Now, Scream movies I liked, okay? And they also did Ready or Not. But my God, do Radio Silence know how to make a good and effective horror film? I will say this, I will die on this hill. Radio Silence kills it when it comes to horror filmmaking. I will die on that hill all freaking day. So, the film follows this plot. Okay? You have a plot of these group of people going to kidnap this girl in an attempt to get money. It's like a kidnapping plot mixed with ransom type of deal. And when I tell you right now that it kicks off kind of slow, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. That I didn't really mind that much, okay? It kicked off kind of slow. But when I tell you guys right now that you don't know what the frick you're getting in this film, that is not an understatement. We kick off, we get the plot established, we get what we're establishing, get Abigail's character established, get her dad's character established, and this thing goes 0 to 100 real quick. And what I mean by that is this movie effectively keeps you on the edge of your seat with the tension it builds from beginning, middle to end. And there's not many freaking horror movies that can do that. But this one, the most, does it effectively. Beginning, middle, of end. Tension film. Now, I will also say that this movie is scary, okay? but it does not rely on jump scares. I cannot tell you how many films out there today rely on jump scares. I understand it's a cliche of horror, but this film, the jump scares in here are warranted. Are warranted in the fact that the plot does a masterful job of building them up to where they don't seem generic and just put in there. My God, this movie completely blew me out of the water expectation-wise. And it's not even that. This movie has so many twists and turns in it that it adds an extra layer of unpredictability throughout the whole runtime of this film. My God, you guys, I recommend that you see this movie as quick as possible, because when I tell you right now this movie brings back vampire films, I'm not an understatement. 100%. So you get the plot, you get them then isolated in like a mansion, which Giancarlo being the mastermind behind the whole thing. And lo and behold, chaos ensues. It is bloody, it is brutal, it is fantastic, and it is tension-filled pandemonium with twist and turn that you will not see coming. The movie's been out for a little bit. I might talk about it a little bit here. So, this movie, I'm not going to get into the big plot points, like the spoiler stuff, but this movie, at multiple times throughout the runtime, throws in different plot twists that are completely warranted, that shake up the whole story. And I'm not even joking when I say that, you guys. You'll be watching the film. You'll be on the edge of your seat with the tension it builds. You will be in love with the amount of gore that is in here. And it is warranted blood, it is warranted violence, and it is warranted gore. It is all meant and executed perfectly by the team at Radio Silence. They did a fantastic job. The visuals, the images, the sound, all of it. The visual design, the audio design, the special effects, all of that shit is phenomenal. Okay, so you get to, I would say, a little in the midpoint of the film. You get some plot twists thrown in there that are, again, shocking and put a whole new twist on the film. And so this film is amazing. And so basically you go through, Abigail kills the people one by one, shit goes haywire. They're trying to figure out how to get out of there, because once they find out that Abigail is the daughter of Dracula. Holy fuck. So, they find ways to kind of, to get out of there, but like everything is like triple barricaded, fucking boarded up tight, and they're locked in there. And throughout the night, shit goes haywire. Abigail is killing people left and right. This girl, I know she was in Broadway on Matilda, but this girl did a phenomenal job playing a scared little girl and playing a ballerina vampire. There was a perfect balance to where she was a scared little girl, but at the same time, she was the mastermind behind everything. Pulled it all together really nice into one character development arc. And so, you get to the film, you get to like the midway, a little towards the end, and they throw in two twists for you. And the twist they throw in completely just completely revitalize and make the plot even more special in how they throw the twist in, and they kind of go in a different direction, which is not clunky, it's warranted, and it just worked so well. Like, you guys know me, man. I would not give this high of praise to a movie if I didn't feel truly this way. Now, you guys might have different opinions, but you have to see this film. This film, when people look back, they're going to say, what's one film that you feel brought a genre back? And I can definitively say that Abigail brings back the horror movie vampire genre. And this just gets me excited for Nose for Rot 2 and everything else we have coming out, because hopefully those movies can learn from the team at Radio Silence and the team behind this masterpiece movie in Abigail. Once again, go see it. You guys will not regret it. This movie completely blew me away expectation-wise. Saw the buzz at film festivals. But this movie went above and beyond. And me talking about it does not do it justice. This deserves to be seen on the big screen. It deserves to be seen in IMAX. And it deserves to be seen as soon as you possibly can. Go check this film out. You won't regret it. As far as the next schedule for the channel, I'm not sure any movie-wise because I gotta figure out what I want to go see the rest of this month. I might get a Fallout TV review out for you guys. Let me know if you want that. Or the other option would be doing the X-Men review because I'm finishing that up too. So those are the two options for you guys. Vote in the comments below. But my God, you guys gotta go see this movie. I promise it's worth your while. Anyway, until the next upload, peace, love, positivity. I'll see you guys.